The thing is, I don't want to bring anyone over here. Like one guy was just trying to say like, oh, are you going to take me to England? I was like, I'm not bringing anyone to England. He goes, oh, I like your style. He goes, oh,
of course,
yeah.
you like your English passport style.
Oh, please.
Shout it out and let them know it's the Davina and Sabrina show. These girls got a lot of style, topics with a lot of class. Davina and Sabrina show. Spill the tea, drink it up. These girls really know what's up. Spill the tea, drink it up. These girls really know what's up. Davina, Sabrina, it's Davina and Sabrina. Davina and Sabrina show.
Welcome to another episode of the Davina and
Sabrina show.
Whoop, whoop, whoop. Hi guys, so don't forget to follow us on Instagram, Facebook, TikTok and YouTube, all at the Davina and Sabrina show.
That's right. Welcome back. So today, Davina's going to take us on a little journey, going home in grief, finding peace. So Davina, you made a recent decision to take this epic journey back home to Sierra Leone. We want to find out a little bit of how it went. So tell us. First of all, actually, what made you decide to go back home?
It was a mixture of things, but the first catalyst I would say is obviously losing my mum. And I also hadn't been in 22 years. Yeah, the last time I went was 2002. Wow. So, and also, which I've also mentioned in a previous episode, I was feeling a bit lost after losing my mum. So it was more of a soul searching journey, I would say. So yeah, those are the three main things why I decided to take that step and go back.
Jeez,
yeah,
what a big decision. Well done.
Yes,
I am actually really proud of you to make this decision because I know it's something that you really needed. But just take us back a little bit. So what kind of prep did you have to do to get ready for
so it's a
home?
mixture of things, because previously when I was younger, I'd always gone with even though I'm an adult now, and I was an adult actually when I last went. Actually, I'm trying to reveal my age. But I had to obviously speak to elders here who'd been there, because they advise you not to tell people who are there that you're coming, because people start asking for things. We know what it's like. Going back to Africa, So just getting feedback on how things had changed. Like my auntie put the fear of God into me. She was like, don't take out your mobile phone, they'll grab it. Don't carry anything for someone, it might have drugs in it and whatnot. So getting a perspective in terms of what I needed to get, like from, the visa, to when I get there, because you have to take a boat over from the airport to mainland Freetown. So just in terms of the logistics of it all. And then also just deciding what I would want to see when I went over there. So there were certain things I wanted to see, like go back to my mum's school, visit my grandparents' grave, that sort of thing. So trying to put those things into place with family here and, obviously experience those things once I get over there. But yeah, that was really the prep. But to be honest, prepping when you go over there, or that prep, it helps a little bit, but things go the other way sometimes. So, but yeah, that was it. I guess really.
Mentally as well, though.
Yes,
like you say, it was kind of part of your grief, right?
Yeah. Definitely.
So okay, well, and so tell us, as soon as you got off that plane, how did you feel?
How did I feel?
Was you emotional?
Very emotional. But what I can truly say is that I felt like I'd come home. I know that sounds a bit like cliche. No, I've arrived home, but it felt familiar. A lot of change, like the airport. Oh my God, completely revamped. Really proud of them, in fact, for that. Because last time I went, it was just really, really bad. But now they've obviously put a lot of money into it, and it helped with the progression of the country as a whole. But I didn't really recognize a lot, but where it felt familiar, like the smells, the sounds, like even like with the sounds of like the crickets at night and the hen, or is it the hen? The clock in the morning, like that brought back memories when I used to go as a child, because I used to go a lot when I was younger. Right. So it's just the feeling of it being familiar, and then my surroundings, like in terms of smell and sound. And I just generally just felt like I was home. Yeah. And ultimately, even though I was born here, that is home.
Yeah.
That's what I've gathered through the, like, going on the trip and obviously wanting to go back, hopefully, in the future.
Nice. And so, obviously, for the first, so you stayed with family, friends?
So I was going to stay with family initially, but I thought to myself, how do I say this? Because obviously I didn't want to tell loads of people that I was coming. I just wanted to keep it low key. Where I'm working at the moment, I made friends with this other Sierra Leonean lady, and we had like this emotional bond. Like, she'd lost someone recently, and we really built up like a strong friendship. She had her nephew who lives there, so I stayed with him, and he was the perfect host. And I'm glad I actually did that. So I was able to have there my base, which was very quiet. The area he lived in was very quiet. It was in the west end of Sierra Leone, where the east end is like, really, really busy. So obviously, when I used to go out, I used to go mostly to the east end or central. But at the end of the day, I can come back to peace and quiet in the west. So I didn't stay with family. I stayed with him. But yeah, it was good. But next time, I will stay with family, though. Okay. Yeah.
So both of your parents are from Sierra Leone?
Yes, they are.
You know, we've previously discussed, obviously, the recent passing of your mum.
Yeah.
Your father also passed away when you were 16.
Yeah.
So let's just talk about two sides now, because you had two reasons to go back. So how was it revisiting your father's side of family? Because you went to see them and,
it was
talk us through that.
Very emotional. I first met them on Christmas Day, actually. And there were certain family members I hadn't even seen, like youngsters who had just been born maybe in the last sort of like 15 to 20 years. It was very emotional, but I felt embraced by them. Like, I just felt like it's like you're home and your family's there, like giving you this lovely, warm embrace and just inviting you in. And obviously, you know, with Africans, food.
So who is it exactly from your father's side that you met?
Oh my God, there's just so many cousins, sisters.
Oh wow.
Oh my God, there's just so many. Because obviously but all my grandparents have passed, both on my mum and my dad's side. So it was more, siblings, and then siblings' children. So they're like my cousins as well. So, and then some of my cousins had children as well. Like, they're literally like babies. Wow. So, yeah, that was just really, and some of them was just so cute. Just makes me feel a bit broody.
Did you not talk about your like memories about your father? And,
yeah,
like,
we
did.
did.
Get to see some old pictures.
Yeah, we did not pictures as such, but certain memories in terms of like one of my cousins' children's actually called Samuel. That was my dad's name.
Oh, really?
So so that was kind of like in honor, I guess, of my father.
Yeah.
But yeah, some certain memories we'll talk about. There wasn't like any taking out of pictures or anything like that. I was more showing them pictures of, you know, here, and also of my brother, because my brother unfortunately couldn't come. So I was just showing them, you know, pictures of him, you know, but it just felt like I didn't even have to do that. Just being there, you're just feeling like where your parents grew up. This is where my dad grew up. This is the house. And it just spiritually, it just did something to me. It's hard to describe.
So did you, with regards to your I mean, it's been years, so I'm sure you found sort of your way to deal with the passing and finding peace. So did this cement the extra sort of peace you needed regarding your father?
Yes.
Did you have any questions though about because I know it's been a while, but you never really get over that. Was there any questions that you had in your mind that were answered?
In regards to my dad, probably not. So I'm not gonna, because obviously my dad, it's been, obviously you never, you know, stop missing your parent you've lost, no matter what age you lose them. But as well as like reconnecting in terms of him, it was also my ancestors as well, because obviously like I was very, very close to my grandfather. We always used to write to each other when I was younger. I had like my little Saturday job. I used to send him like £10, and
did you?
I used to, and my grandma, my mum's mum,
from your
my mum's side, but my grandpa also from my dad's side. I used to write to them regularly. I've still got the letters at home. Whilst I was there, I went to the graveside. I felt something there. I had like a little prayer, like near the grave and everything. And I just, again, I know this sounds a bit like, oh yeah, a bit cliche, but I did feel, you know, and even beyond, like even now, like one of my uncles, he's trying to do like a family tree. So to look back further, like my great grandparents on that side, because I actually did meet my great grandma from my mum's side actually before she passed. She died at like 95.
Oh wow, nice.
So I met her, I think I was about 11 at the time before she passed. So, but yeah, I just felt in connection, like one, being home, and in connection with like my ancestors. I just really, really did feel it. Yeah.
So what about you then took a journey to your mum's side of the family? Like how far apart how does it work?
They're not too far apart. So my dad's side of the family, they're predominantly in central. They're in a place called Congotong.
Okay.
Or Congo Cross. They're sort of in between or whatever. So, and then my mum's side of the family, they're in East End. So that's like Dan Street, Fribay Road. And thing is, all those places, I did recognise them actually, because it's the same house, like it's been handed down generation to generation. So that it's not too far. I would say probably like a 15-20 minutes ride depending on traffic, because one thing I must say, going at Christmas is, they call it Dirty December.
Okay.
I'm sure people would have seen it on Instagram.
No.
So that's when people return back to West Africa during Christmas period.
Okay.
So like that can be
They
Ghana.
call it Dirty?
Dirty, yeah,
Okay.
because I guess some dirty things go on. Yeah. But it's lots of fun, and it's everyone seems to come from America, from the UK, from other parts of Europe. So yeah, it's just fun, but the traffic, it's just crazy. But yeah, you have fun times. Yeah,
We'll come back to the fun times, because
Yeah,
you went
yeah,
for
yeah,
Christmas,
yeah.
went New Year's, and after. So, but
Yeah.
in terms of like visiting your mum's side, you know, your mum recently passed away, and that's what urged you to just take that trip back home, so you feel a bit more connected. Did you feel connected to her more? Have you found a bit of peace on this journey?
It was emotional seeing them,
Yeah.
and obviously going back to the house that my mum, I know she grew up in. With them, actually, we were looking at photos of mum.
Really?
And I had like a lot of photos I had on my phone from preparing for the funeral. So we were going through that. That was very emotional. But again, just being where my mum had grown up, just like how my dad, I went back to his old home. And then, like you asked before, like talking about memories, my mum when she did this, when she was at school, and also speaking to my cousins who she'd help through like school and stuff. They said, oh, well, one of my cousins said she had a calculator which my mum had bought her like probably like 10 or so years ago, actually maybe not 10 years ago, probably about 20 years ago. She still had that. That's what she used like for her math classes and stuff like that. And then also seeing how my mum's investment in them had helped them in their life, like they had good jobs and whatnot. So that was just sort of thing like, I want to do something like that to help people back home, or my family, or even other people. It doesn't even have to just be family, because I do truly think, I was saying to my uncle the other day, education is the way to help Africa in general. So just seeing my mum's legacy in a way, if that makes sense. Yeah, it is a bit of a legacy. So, and they were like, oh, your mum was just, they had so many lovely things to say about her, from the young to the elders, you know. Yeah,
that must be quite emotional.
It was. Yeah, I did get a bit, quite teary. But it was good. It was very good for the soul, and also from my grief journey so far, most definitely.
And you mentioned you went to your mum's school.
Yes, that was, because I've never, like, all the times I've been, maybe I passed outside it, but I went with my cousin. He explained, like, I've lost my mum recently. Can we do a tour of the school?
So you actually went into the school?
We went into the school. Yeah, they were having classes at the time, but we just walked past, and I took some videos and pictures, and there was like a statue of the founder of the school, which I took a picture there. And again, I know, again, it seems really cliche, but I don't know, I just felt something, because my mum, she was exceptional at school. She was like, I don't know if they call it valedictorian, or like she was head or whatever. Yeah, she was very, very smart. And to just think that young Ola, that was my mum's name, was walking through those, corridors, and I'm stepping on the same spot she passed many, many years ago. It was, I'm so glad that I got to go in there. Yeah, it did help me feeling connection with her, and I felt her spirit there as well.
did.
Yeah.
Love the show? Show some love back.
Like, follow and subscribe. We are on YouTube, Instagram, TikTok and Facebook. You know the drill.
All under at the Davina
And Sabrina Show.
Yeah, spiritually. So did you go to church out there? Did you?
Yes, I did. I wanted to. So part of my family is Muslim, and some are Christian. And in Sierra Leone, because I know in other countries, especially West African countries, there seems to be this divide. But with them, they call it Christmas. So what I mean by that is Christians can go to the mosque and celebrate in Eid and whatnot, and then Muslims can also partake in Christmas celebration and go to church. And I've always liked that. So there's not been this divide, no fighting, just, Muslim can marry a Christian, vice versa. So I wanted to go to mosque. I actually took my head wrap and everything, but I wasn't able to go in the end. But I did go to church. I went to a church. It was a born again church, actually, because the church I was supposed to go to, I wasn't able to. It was a long story. And when I went there, because it was a church I'd never been before, I went by myself. I just took the initiative just to go to a local church. I just found a church. But when I went there, again, I just felt so welcome, and something came over me. Like the woman, she prayed on me. I was actually in tears because she was like, oh, you're meant to be here. I don't know. I felt like my mum was talking through her. Again, it might seem a bit strange for other people, but it's also made me, because I have to say that as a Christian, I've kind of fell off a little bit over the years. And I would say in a way, in terms of what I had gone through with my mum with her sickness and stuff, I'd lost my faith a little bit. But now I feel I'm beginning to reconnect with my faith, and I'm not claiming to be, the best in terms of going to church and doing that. Obviously, I'm probably sinning in some shape or form, but it's made me want to read the Bible more. I've got this daily devotions thing I have, and I'm actually the pastor who prayed on me. I'm in contact with her, and I told her a bit about my mum, and I said, oh, if I come back again, I definitely want to attend that church again. I'm not saying I want to be born again, but I really resonated with the church, with the people there and whatnot. But yeah, I just feel it's enabled me to start or begin reconnecting more with my faith, and then also help me along with this journey in terms of grief. And
that's lovely.
It was very emotional. I feel like I'm gonna get emotional again.
It's fine.
It's just something just went through my body, and I just when she was praying, the words she was saying, it just resonated with me so much. But yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's beautiful.
Yeah. But next time I definitely want to go mosque as well, even though I don't understand Arabic, but I just feel I need to go as well, because that my mum was raised Muslim, but then she converted to Christianity. Yeah.
Actually, I think that's quite an interesting concept. You say that they, so the Christmas. So they integrate.
So that's like that's the description of Christmas, how everyone just comes together, whatever faith you are.
And that actually happens. They
Oh, and another thing, sorry, this is just a random fact.
Yeah.
So in terms of the president, so the vice president and the president can't be of the same religion. So if you've got a Muslim president, the vice president has to be Christian, or vice versa. Yeah, because it has both of them have to sort of cover the wants and the needs of the whole nation. So you can't just have all Christians running the show. It has to be Christian. Yeah,
interesting.
I know. Yeah, that's what I found out. I was interesting fact. Yeah,
that's actually pretty good.
Yeah. So
I mean, if it works, it works.
Yeah, but it definitely does work, because you see in a lot of other countries that it's just this fighting, Christians are this, and even we're seeing it, I guess, not to get too much into it, with Israel and
Wow.
So and Gaza.
Lovely. Well, so you obviously went for Christmas, New Year's, and you spent the first part of New Year there. Tell us a little bit about how was. Did you go party? A little bit of party. I know this whole journey has been about.
Yeah,
but
you know what? It wasn't because someone said to me. some guy said to me, well, he was like, oh, where's the bikini shots? Because, you know, usually when we go on whatever, we're doing the like, I said it wasn't that sort of holiday. Actually, maybe there was a few, but yeah. But actually, it wasn't bikini; it was full length.
Do they have nice beaches there? And
oh, the beaches are absolutely beautiful. I didn't get to see all of them, so I went to Tokeh Beach, which is really beautiful. And number 2 beach is really nice, and then the main beach is Lomley. That's really nice, but there's loads of others. Too long to name, but the beaches, oh my god, gorgeous, gorgeous. Like even like watching the sunset and. Just being there and just, you know, having your feet in the water. It's just, beautiful, beautiful beaches. Nice. Anyone who's planning on going there, just make sure you try and see a lot of the beaches because they're absolutely gorgeous. Yeah.
And so, like nightlife?
So nightlife, I went to a few clubs, bars, not as much as I thought I was going to. Because I would say a lot of it was seeing family and seeing different sites and whatnot. But yeah, I went to a few bars and nightclubs. Though some of the stuff, actually, and I went to like some festivals. I actually went to an outside like carnival thing. My cousin helped to arrange. My cousin who lives here, but she was over there at the time. But some of the music, like I got to know some of their tunes, but obviously they've got certain artists which I wasn't aware of because I definitely probably know more Nigerian artists like your Burna Boys and your Wizkids. But now I sort of know, like, if they play a certain song, I'll be like, oh, I know that artist. So, yeah. So, so I did lots of, like, outdoor festival type things as well. Like, for my cousin's birthday, we went to this thing. It was called The Chemist. And it was outside. They had, like, different artists playing and, you know, drinks and bars and whatnot outside. But, yeah, I would say... Yeah, maybe about 3 or 4 times went to a bar and then had some outside.
Well, that's definitely not a lot in comparison to what you would normally do.
Exactly, and I was there for just over 3 weeks. Yeah, so that's, cool. But yeah, that was good seeing the nightlife there. But I don't know, maybe it's my age. I was just looking at all these youngsters. And
you had a different purpose though, didn't you?
Exactly. It wasn't like a party holiday. Like if I was going to Jamaica now, like it's just,
a whole different. We would have been just doing a show about that. What happens in Jamaica stays in Jamaica, right? But what about food though? So what have you, because you know, for me going back to that, like to Africa, it's about fresh food, coming back, trying to like, getting your culinary skills on. Oh my god! Preparing you for your African husband.
You know what? The food. So whilst I was there, everything's fresh. Like I would say 90% of the time I had seafood. And me, I love my chicken, my meat and whatnot. But the food, I just can't describe it because like if you have something like say crab or lobster, they literally pick it on the day. Like I've even got pictures of like when they picked it and then, you know, cooked it. It just, when you eat the food there, you just feel so revitalized. Like I feel like here, because obviously it's frozen and they spray this on there and whatnot. It's, you just don't get that. Even now, I've noticed a difference because obviously I've been back for a while now. That I'm trying to eat healthy or whatever, but I'm not as I don't know. It's just. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe
Does it
I'm
taste differently in terms of the specific Sierra Leone food? So like, you've got your family that cook a lot of the like, so a popular dish is cassava leaves. And the cassava leaves there, I'm not saying cassava leaves here is not nice, but it just felt way fresher. I can't say exactly what it is, but it just felt fresher because obviously it gets imported from there here and then they've got to freeze it and stuff, so it loses some of its nutrients. But one thing I do have to say though, oh my god, if I was living there long term, I would be fat. Really?
So the thing is, when you're here, they'll ask you like, is this enough? Like dish it out. They'll dish some big high thing and then you go from one auntie's house and another one's and then they'll be like, you want food? And you can't say no, it's considered rude. And then when I said to them, oh, auntie, I need to lose weight, they was like, oh, no, you have to be fat. We can't let you lose weight. Because over there, you know, being bigger is considered wealth. If you're skinny, you know, and obviously the West is completely different. But yeah, the food, so fresh. And I know, because my mum used to do the same thing, giving food is a way of showing love as well. I find that, especially in the African culture. It's
your
just
mum
like,
was an amazing cook.
Oh my God.
So did that not bring you back, like, be nostalgic? Because
Yeah,
very cool. When your mum was,
she
well,
was
she
amazing.
was
She used to cook
cooking
for
it.
everybody, even my brother's friends. They used to
Yeah.
put in an order, like, oh, we want this chicken or whatever, and then they just bring the ingredients, and she used to do it. Never used to ask for any money. Just bring your ingredients, and I've got it. Yeah. So yeah, that did, and I know now when I come back now. So when I go back again, my cousin said, oh, and my aunt, they're gonna teach me certain dishes or
Yes,
whatnot,
to
because to be honest, with African food, I'm not that great. I know how to cook like the basic ones, but I probably need to up that. And then I'm also there's the lady who I said, oh, I work with, she's from Sierra Leone. She said, oh, come for a day. We can do like 2 soups or whatever, you know.
Good.
So, but yeah, it has made me want to start practicing my traditional foods, and maybe, I don't know.
Yes,
The thing is, I don't want to bring anyone over here. Like, one guy was just trying to say, like, oh, are you going to take me to England? I was like, I'm not bringing anyone to England. He goes, oh, I like your style. He goes, oh,
of course,
yeah.
you like your English passport style.
Oh, please, I'm not giving anyone any passport. No. But yeah, the food side of it, I just think it's all part of the whole family, food, warmth, and, you know, even down to the music, it's the whole culture. It's just, yeah, it was really good.
So now you're back.
Yeah.
How has this impacted your mindset state for what's next for Davina? Do you feel a change within you?
100%.
In what way?
Spiritually, goal-wise. So I said previously, when we had a talk in regards to this, or me going, that I was feeling very lost, very lost, because like my main role in life had gone. Like, I was a carer for 12 years. So losing her, I just felt like I was just on this train, just going nowhere. But going there, I don't want to obviously go into details in terms of what I want to do, but it's made me realise a bit what my possible purpose could be. I'm doing things now in terms of like looking into possible opportunities. So I'm being a bit mystic here. But yeah, opportunities for the future. But what I do know is that I need to do something in form of like, maybe not caring for people, but helping out the young.
Okay.
And I'm not saying like a teacher or anything like that, but like, I'll just give you one example. I'm not saying that I'm doing this, but my cousin, he works for a company. I won't mention the company's name on here, but the company, they help towards reducing child marriage. They also help to stop female circumcision. And also, like I mentioned before, education. They help in educating young girls. So I'd like to do something in that respect, in that realm. I'm not saying it's exactly that company, but I just feel like I've got a lot to give in terms of helping the youth, education and whatnot, even like helping my cousins and whatnot within my family and stuff. But even now, I want to help this school. I visited this school whilst I was there. I went to this
Your
place.
mum's school or a different school?
No, this is a different school. So I went to a place called Banana Island.
Yeah.
If you Google that, it's where the slaves were and stuff like this. Very historical.
Right.
And I went to a school there, and there was literally 15 kids with one book, and they didn't have any pens or paper. So I'm trying to send some money there. Yeah. So it's stuff like that. Like, if I can make a change, because they're bright and, you know, all they need is the opportunity. So I just know it's something in that realm.
Okay.
Don't ask me what it is, and I will come to it, but I've got a fair idea of what I want to do, and I want to help others. Yeah. Basically, especially young people. Yeah.
So you're finding your purpose again.
Yes. Yeah, I am.
So
yeah.
nice. So any plans of going back?
Yes, like one of my cousins said to me, don't make it 20 years. I was like, no.
no.
So obviously it's very expensive, as you know, going back. So yeah, I am hoping 2026. I know I shouldn't put a date, but actually giving a date actually pushes me or whatever. But at some
26.
point next year.
Well, we're already 2025.
Exactly,
so
yeah. So that is the aim.
Okay.
And you never know, maybe going up working there. Who knows? I don't know. The possibilities are endless. I don't want to say.
I feel like something's brewing up, but I get it.
Yeah,
a bit
so
secret.
what I've said this year, until
Yes.
things are into fruition or they're actually happening, I don't want to say stuff because I think I've said stuff before and it's not happened, and it's like, oh, you said you were going to do that.
Okay.
So that's why I'm being a bit cryptic, but I'm doing the necessary groundwork or research to try and make things happen. That's all I can say. Yeah.
That's good. Thank
Yeah.
you, Davina. Like, I'm so proud of you, like, to make this decision to go. It is something that you've been saying for a while, and to finally just make it happen. Because I know, like, even being around you recently, like, there is a lightness to you. There's definitely a lightness to you. I know you're still on the journey. It's not something that will, you know, you'll ever find, you know, like, get better, but you'll find peace. So it's nice. So I wish you all the best. Keep listening to whatever your heart keeps telling you, because your heart told you needed to go back to connect, and you've connected, you've come back lighter, and I'm excited to see what's, you know, what decisions you've made. And I'm sure as well it will directly impact like relationships. So I'm liking this calm, Davina.
Yeah. You know what? Because you've said that, and also our producer Candace said that, I do feel a lot more. Yeah. Because actually,
I
coming
feel like sometimes
back,
you worry about stuff.
Oh
and
yeah,
you're a
everyone
worrier.
knows I'm a warrior.
Yeah,
That's
but-
I worry unduly. My mum used to worry, my granddad. I feel like I've taken that, but now I just feel, because I know more of what I'm meant to do. That's why I'm like, everything will be fine. Yeah, I'm not. Obviously, I still worry a little bit now and again. Like even coming back, like you know, Africa, everything's all laid back and everything.
Yeah.
So coming back to work, it's payroll. Oh my God. And when they were all panicking, I was just like, yeah, what can I said, look, I've just come back. Please don't spoil my
Stress me now.
chill. Yeah. I've just come back, you know. So
Well, I hope this feeling lasts as long as possible.
yeah,
like, 'cause it needs
honestly,
to.
I do hope, because like sometimes I feel like I'm being drawn back into that stressful, and that's the nature of my job, which, no, I don't want to do HR forever, but obviously it pays the bills, so I can't for now. Hopefully there'll be a shift in what I'm doing work-wise. Yeah.
All right. But there will not. Hopefully, it will.
It will. Yeah,
go.
actually,
It
let's
will. Stick
and
to-
just
stick to
continue
your
praying
vision.
and just be just be hopeful. You know.
Well, one last word for like your overall trip. Word, sentence.
Discovery and new beginnings, if that makes sense. So I've discovered a lot about myself and my path going forward, and this 2025 is new beginnings.
Yeah, man.
That's how I describe it.
I wish you all the best with that.
Thank
There
you.
go. Well, thank you guys. Thank you.
Thanks,
Thank
guys.
you for allowing us into your world a little bit. And until next time, guys.
Bye.
Bye. Mwah. Don't forget to continue to follow, like, subscribe. We are on YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, and Facebook. Take care. Bye.
Bye.
Shout it out and let